Welcome back to Building Your Personal Brand for Women Over 40. We are on step 2 of building your personal brand, and that is getting clear on your mission, vision, and values. So now that you've been grounded in step 1 of knowing your why, which is internal, right? Your internal compass. Why do you do what you do? Now we're gonna move on to the other foundational piece. Oh, and by the way, last week I did an in-person workshop with a friend of mine. She's a brand strategist and a writer, Julia Jakey, and we did it with 3 women. It was in person. We intentionally kept it small so that we could do one-on-one work, and it was based on your why. That's how important it is. You need to get really grounded in your why. So now when we move to step 2, which we're doing right now, is your mission, vision, and values. So your mission, what do you do and who do you do it for? What is the change you seek to make? And then with your vision, it's the bigger picture of what you're working towards. What is your vision in 5 years for your business that you are building right now? What impact do you want to make and what change do you want to be a part of? What is your legacy? Your values are the beliefs and principles that guide your brand. So as we mentioned in the first step, your why, we as humans, we want to work with people that we know, like, and trust, and that have the same values as us. And when you are building a personal brand, it's personal, right? So you want to lead with your values. And values for me, I'll use myself for an example. I value being of service to others. I value, becoming conscious and my spiritual journey that, allows me to continually grow and work on myself to be the best version of myself that I can be for my friends and my family and my son, and also for my clients that I work with. Our values guide what we do, and that's how we attract the people that we want to service. So this step, use the workbook. The link is in the comments section, and you can follow along with me as we do each video, and then you can take your own time to fill that section out. That's so important. So now we're at step 2 with the other core piece of building your foundation. We're gonna be ready to go to step 3, which is your target audience, which is very important. So now that you know who you are and what guides your mission and your vision and your values, what you want to accomplish, what your legacy is, we are going to jump into who you serve. So, but before we get to that, I want to recap the workshop that we did last week. It was incredible, and I'm going to show some clips. But what came out of that workshop was, a lot of times when we're talking about personal branding, we use the same brand strategy steps that a corporation or a business would use. So a lot of the examples can be Nike, Coca-Cola, and it can kind of feel a little bit complex when you're a solopreneur, freelancer, and you're building your personal brand. So what comes first? Do you build the business or the personal brand? So that's going to be coming in another video, and that's really important because I can remember when I first started getting really confused about that, saying like, okay, that's great, that's Coca-Cola or that's, Apple, but what about one person? So that's coming. And the second one was, I work with women who are over 40, over 50, over 60, and we are poly workers. Like, there's a lot of women who maybe they had a long executive career. So how do they translate that experience into this new thing that they're doing? Or the poly, like, what if you're a yoga instructor, but you also have a nonprofit and you have a coaching business? How do you put all of those 3 things together when you're building your personal brand and you're trying to promote your business or a particular part of your business? So those things are all really important. So what I'll do is I'll make additional videos to accompany this series that we're doing on the steps to build your personal brand. So you can look out for those videos. I'll see you in the next video, and that is going to be really focusing on your target audience. And so please subscribe and like and leave any comments, and I'll see you in the next video.